Hey everybody, this is Lewis Speaks 2021, and today I want to talk to you about sex. My personal definition of sex is a physical expression of spiritual feelings. I think a lot of us engage in sex with multiple partners, and we think that there's no spiritual consequences to that. We know about the possible consequences of STDs like chlamydia, gonorrhea, HIV, herpes, and other STDs like that, other of that nature. But we really do not understand the spiritual component of sex. We engage with multiple partners and we have sex with all these different people, and we think that, hey, I'm single, I'm just doing me, I'm doing me, right? But in actuality, we're being done. We're being just duped right out of our own spirit. We think that we're releasing our spirit when really we're just being tied up in a cage and bound in a cage. And I think personally, there is such a thing as sexual demons. There is such a thing as spreading your spirit so thin that you lose yourself. So many people out there sometimes wonder after multiple encounters why they feel so depressed or why they feel so lifeless, so dead inside. And chances are they're carrying the dead spirits of someone that they slept with in past relationships, past encounters. We always think that it's casual. Me personally, I don't think that there's anything casual about sex these days. I think that our mind wants to play tricks on us and make us think that sex is casual. It's something to be had as sport and fun. But let's look at the world. Let's just step back for a moment and look at the world. And look at how we have all devalued ourselves. We're now in this day and age where everybody devalues sex. They devalue each other. They don't respect each other. We do not have respect for one another at all. Men don't have respect for men. Men don't have respect for women. Women don't have respect for women. Women don't have respect for men. Everybody's just trying to get off. And they're using sex as a tool to express feelings that they don't want to feel. And it's not a genuine expression of love anymore. When you look at the love songs nowadays, when you think about the Delphonics back in the 1950s, 1960s, when they had Betcha by Golly Wow, la 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 means I love you, genuine feelings being expressed. Now we got such love songs as Throat Baby, My Neck, My Back. This is what's out there nowadays. Everyone is so detached. And I think that that's a result of having all this sex, sex, and no feelings attached. People now carry a host of resentments. They carry a host of sexual demons, and they're not even aware. They're not even aware how badly their spirit is in a deficit. Spiritually, they're in the red. And I think a lot of us who've had multiple partners can attest to that. I'm going to be very transparent. I'm no virgin. I have been with many people, and I've noticed how I have felt afterwards. I felt drained. I felt lifeless. I felt empty. And I realized that being with all these people and being in these relationships, relationship after relationship after relationship, you really start to deplete your energy and your trust, not only in yourself, but in people. Going from relationship to relationship, you just start to lose faith. And I think on some subconscious level, that's the idea, to have you lose faith. So that way you'll be easily manipulated and controlled. I think that there's a greater force at work in all of this. And I know that when you say that, oftentimes people try to accuse you of being crazy or paranoid, but you could just feel that there's these evil forces at work trying to really destroy humankind. You don't have to be a religious person or pick up the Bible, to really understand that there's something at work here. Something's trying to destroy us all. And it's using so many things to do it: sex, entertainment, the media. Everything you see on TV nowadays is sex based. And it's controlling the minds of people, and it's warping the minds. It's affecting true love. And when you think about what is love, God is love. God is love. And so many people have lost their faith in God, therefore, they have lost their faith in love. And that's the idea, to have people lose faith so that way they can be easily controlled and just throw themselves into anything. Because have you ever, and just I'm throwing this question out there, have you ever given something your all and it didn't work out? How did you feel after that? You felt disappointed? You probably felt, I can't speak for you, but I know that me personally, I felt disappointed. I felt hopeless. And I had a case of the efforts. I just didn't care no more. So I just threw myself into anything because nothing made sense. I worked hard at something, it didn't pan out, and so I just felt like, oh, forget it. You're just throwing the towel. And that's how people feel about love. Many people have been in marriages that didn't work out, in relationships where they were faithful, they were the good ones, but they were cheated on. So they just start to feel like, oh, forget it. I tried my best. So then they just throw in the towel, enter into these casual encounters, these strange relationships, and they just go from person to person to person to person, spreading their spirit so thin to the point where they have no spirit left. They're dead inside. They're empty vessels. And that's what I noticed that's walking out here in the world. There's nothing but a sea of empty vessels going from person to person to person, trying to reclaim their spirit, trying to recapture what they feel that they've lost, and they keep on getting nothing in return. They keep on getting taken. What's left of their spirit keeps on getting taken in their attempt to reclaim what they feel that they lost. And it's really ironic when you think about it. It's so hard to believe that sex could carry so much spiritual energy and spiritual material. It's wild. It's mind-boggling. But I really think that we do access the spirit through sexual energies. And knowing that has definitely helped me to kind of just, pull back on what I was doing in the past, because I realized that, these people don't deserve my good energy. Here I am giving them my wonderful energy, and they don't deserve it. There's a lot of people, who don't deserve your goodness. And here you are giving it away for free. Sex is a gift that was originally designed, to be honest, for marriage. And why? And I'm trying to ask myself, why? Why did God want sex to only be exclusive to marriage? Because he knew the power. He knew the power that sex holds. He knew that when you're married to someone, you're not only giving them commitment, you're giving them your spirit too. You're giving them spirit. And that's something that you don't play with. And that's why, some infidelity is very serious, because it's like you're cheating not only on your spirit, but you're cheating on the spirit of your partner and of the spirit of the union that was granted. That's why people are so hurt and so devastated after being cheated on, because their spirit has been violated. And when you think of it in those terms, you really get a better understanding of why infidelity hurts so much. Now I just want to put this disclaimer out there. At the end of the day, this is not about slut shaming anybody. This is not about shaming anybody or looking down or judging anyone's behavior. This is about taking personal inventory and personal stock and accountability into how our choices, our engagement in certain behaviors can ultimately affect us. There are sights unseen. And initially we think that this is all fun, this is casual. The media wants us to think that sex is just fun, it's for fun. Oh, just have fun, you're single, live your best life, do you. But we're getting these false messages. Because at the end of the day, how is having sex with all these different people making you feel? Really? In the moment, it feels good. It feels a pleasurable release. You feel, you feel relieved momentarily. But as the days progress, you start to feel drained, depressed, used, and you wonder, what am I building from this? What is coming from this? What are the long-term effects? Because initially it feels pleasurable, but the long-term effects of sleeping with multiple partners are not only STDs, but also spiritual diseases. The feelings of depression, the feelings of lethargy, relational hopelessness, anger, resentment, hostility, trauma. There's so many people out there that are traumatized by their engagement in premarital sex and promiscuity. They are traumatized. They don't trust people. They just see them as a penis, as a vagina, as a hole. Nothing more. They don't see the beautiful spirits deep inside someone. All they are parts. I know in the gay community, all you are is a penis, a hole. They even have something called glory holes where you stick your meat through a hole and get it worked on, and then you remove it, retract it, and go about your business. All you are is just a piece of meat. What the person behind that curtain, behind that veil, behind that door is irrelevant. All you are is just a hole or a pole. Nothing more. So that right there, that devaluation of the human machine, it just don't set right with my spirit. So I leave this video with you. I hope that it was helpful. I hope that it was thought-provoking, that it gives you some food for thought, and just causes you to reevaluate things in terms of how are you using your sexual energies, So I wish everybody a beautiful, beautiful life. Peace.